Welcome to 10 Spot Highlights, where we uncover the most fascinating top 10 lists, from ancient mysteries to groundbreaking future evolutions. Dive into the captivating stories of the past, explore unsolved enigmas, and see how history shapes our tomorrow. Don't miss out. Hit like, subscribe, and explore the rest of our videos for a journey through time and mystery. Your next adventure starts here. Welcome to 10 Spot Highlights, where we uncover the strangest, most mind-blowing mysteries from around the world and beyond. Today, we're diving into the top 10 unexplained phenomena that will blow your mind. From eerie time slips to mysterious creatures and unsolved disappearances, these stories will leave you questioning everything you know about reality. Some of these mysteries have baffled scientists for decades, while others are so creepy and bizarre that they seem straight out of a sci-fi movie. But here's the catch: they're all real, with eyewitness accounts and historical records to back them up. Make sure to stick around until the end, because our number one pick is one of the most terrifying and puzzling mysteries ever recorded, and it's still unsolved to this day. If you love diving into the unexplained, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another mystery. Now let's get started. 10. The Taos Hum, New Mexico. In the small, picturesque town of Taos, New Mexico, a peculiar phenomenon has left both residents and scientists baffled for decades. Known as the Taos Hum, this strange, low-frequency sound is described as a persistent droning noise that only a select few can hear. While some people claim it sounds like the distant hum of a diesel engine, others describe it as a constant buzzing that never seems to go away. The mystery lies not only in its elusive nature, but also in the fact that no one has been able to pinpoint its exact source. The hum first gained widespread attention in the early 1990s when residents of Taos began reporting the strange sound. Interestingly, not everyone hears it. Studies suggest that only about 2% of the population is affected, making it even more puzzling. Those who do hear it often report headaches, anxiety, and even sleep disturbances, with the constant noise driving some to the brink of madness. Despite numerous investigations by scientists and acoustic experts, the cause of the Taos hum remains a mystery. Some researchers suggest it could be related to natural phenomena, such as seismic activity or atmospheric pressure changes. Others speculate it could be man-made, pointing to distant industrial plants, high-frequency radio waves, or even secret government projects. However, none of these theories have been proven, and the hum continues to defy explanation. One of the more intriguing theories is that the hum could be of extraterrestrial origin. Some believe it might be a form of communication from an alien civilization, a low-frequency signal sent across the cosmos. Others suggest it could be a resonance effect caused by underground alien bases or hidden technology. While these ideas may sound far-fetched, the lack of a scientific explanation leaves room for speculation. Interestingly, similar hums have been reported in other parts of the world, including Canada, the UK, and Australia. Each instance shares common characteristics: a low-frequency noise that is only heard by a small percentage of people and cannot be traced to any specific source. This global occurrence has led some to believe that the hum could be a natural planetary phenomenon that we are only beginning to understand. The Taos hum has become a point of fascination for paranormal investigators, conspiracy theorists, and tourists seeking to experience the phenomenon for themselves. Visitors to Taos often ask locals about the hum, hoping to catch a glimpse of this auditory mystery. For those who hear it, the hum is both a curse and a curiosity, an invisible, ever-present enigma that refuses to be solved. Whether it's a natural phenomenon, a psychological illusion, or a message from beyond our world, the Taos hum remains one of the most enduring unexplained mysteries. Its haunting presence in a peaceful desert town only adds to its allure, leaving us to wonder, what could be causing this persistent, otherworldly sound? Do you think the Taos hum is a natural phenomenon, a government experiment, or a signal from extraterrestrial life? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. 9. The Voynich Manuscript, the world's most mysterious book. Hidden deep within the archives of Yale University's Beinecke Rare Book Library is a book that has baffled historians, linguists, and cryptographers for centuries, the Voynich Manuscript. Dating back to the early 15th century, this enigmatic book is filled with strange, otherworldly illustrations and text written in an unknown language that no one has been able to decipher. The manuscript is named after Wilfrid Voynich, a Polish book dealer who purchased it in 1912. Since then, it has captured the imagination of countless scholars and cryptographers, each attempting to unlock its secrets. The pages of the Voynich manuscript are filled with illustrations of bizarre plants that don't match any known species, strange symbols, astrological diagrams, and what appear to be recipes for medicinal concoctions. However, the text remains completely unintelligible, written in a unique script that has never been found in any other document. What makes the Voynich manuscript even more mysterious is the fact that no one knows who wrote it or why. Some theorists believe it was created by an alchemist seeking to preserve secret knowledge. Others suggest it could be the work of a genius who invented an entirely new language. There are even those who think it might have extraterrestrial origins, with the text representing a message from another world. Over the years, many have tried to crack the Voynich code, including some of the world's best cryptographers. During World War II, experts who had successfully deciphered enemy codes tried their hand at the manuscript but failed. More recently, artificial intelligence has been used to analyze the text, but even modern technology has not been able to make sense of it. One of the more bizarre theories is that the Voynich manuscript is a hoax, created to fool scholars and collectors. However, analysis of the ink and parchment suggests that it is authentic and dates back to the early 1400s. Furthermore, the sheer complexity of the text, which follows linguistic patterns similar to natural languages, makes it unlikely to be a random fabrication. The illustrations in the manuscript add another layer of mystery. Some show human figures immersed in pools of liquid, while others depict plants that don't exist in our world. The manuscript's astrological diagrams have also been the subject of debate, with some claiming they represent the alignment of celestial bodies in a parallel universe. Despite centuries of study, the Voynich manuscript remains one of history's greatest unsolved puzzles. Some believe that one day, someone will finally decipher the text and reveal its secrets. Others think it may remain a mystery forever, a relic from a lost civilization or a forgotten chapter of human history. Whatever the truth may be, the Voynich manuscript continues to captivate the world, leaving us to wonder, what secrets does this mysterious book hold, and why has it remained undeciphered for so long? Do you think the Voynich manuscript is a coded message from an ancient civilization, a hoax, or something even more mysterious? Let us know your theory in the comments below. 8. The Devil's Kettle, the waterfall that swallows everything. In the heart of Judge C.R. Magny State Park in Minnesota lies one of the most baffling natural wonders on Earth, the Devil's Kettle, a waterfall that seems to defy the laws of physics. As the Brule River cascades over a rocky cliff, it splits into two streams. One half flows down into a traditional waterfall, while the other half vanishes into a mysterious hole in the rock, never to be seen again. This bizarre natural phenomenon has left scientists and visitors scratching their heads for decades. The water that enters the Devil's Kettle doesn't reappear in any known location downstream. It's as if the river is being swallowed by the earth itself. Researchers have tried numerous experiments to trace where the water goes, including pouring brightly colored dyes, ping pong balls, and even GPS trackers into the hole. Yet none of these objects have ever resurfaced. The most logical theory suggests that the water flows into underground caves or channels before rejoining the main river. However, no one has been able to find any evidence of such caves. What makes it even more perplexing is that objects dropped into the Devil's Kettle never appear anywhere in the Brule River or its surrounding areas. It's as if the waterfall leads to another dimension. Local legends add to the mystery. Some stories claim that the Devil's Kettle is a portal to the underworld, while others suggest it's a trap set by ancient spirits to catch unwary travelers. The eerie name itself hints at something sinister, with kettle referring to a cauldron that could be boiling beneath the Earth's surface. Despite modern technology and scientific advancements, the mystery of the Devil's Kettle remains unsolved. Geologists have proposed drilling into the rock to map the underground pathways, but environmental concerns have halted such plans. Until then, the waterfall continues to swallow everything in its path, a haunting reminder that nature still holds secrets we may never uncover. Visitors who stand near the Devil's Kettle describe a feeling of unease, as if the place is hiding a dark secret. The sound of rushing water disappearing into the unknown only adds to the eeriness of the sight. Do you think the Devil's Kettle is a natural phenomenon, a portal to another world, or something else entirely? Share your theory in the comments below. 7. The Dancing Plague of 1518, the epidemic no one could stop. Imagine waking up one morning to find dozens of people dancing uncontrollably in the streets. At first glance, it might seem like a festival or a celebration. But what if the dancing never stopped, lasting for days, even weeks, until people began to collapse from exhaustion or worse, die? That's exactly what happened in the summer of 1518 in the town of Strasbourg, which was then part of the Holy Roman Empire, modern-day France. Known as the Dancing Plague, this bizarre event remains one of history's most puzzling medical mysteries. It all began when a woman named Frau Trophäa stepped into the street and began to dance. There was no music, no reason, and no explanation. She danced for hours, unable to stop. By the next day, more people had joined her, men, women, and children, spinning and stomping in an unstoppable frenzy. Within a week, over 400 people were dancing uncontrollably in the streets of Strasbourg. The townspeople were terrified. This wasn't joyful dancing, it was compulsive and desperate, with many dancers begging for help as their bodies betrayed them. Local authorities and doctors were baffled. They ruled out supernatural causes and believed the dancers were suffering from hot blood, a condition supposedly caused by overheating of the body. Their solution? Let them dance it out. A stage was built, musicians were hired, and more space was cleared for the dancers. But the situation only got worse. People danced until their feet bled, their hearts gave out, and their bodies collapsed. Some reportedly died of heart attacks, strokes, or sheer exhaustion. So what caused the dancing plague? Historians and scientists have proposed several theories. Some believe it was caused by ergot poisoning, a hallucinogenic mold that can grow on damp rye bread and induce psychotic behavior and seizures. Others think it was a case of mass hysteria brought on by stress and famine. The people of Strasbourg had been enduring extreme hardships, including poverty, disease, and food shortages. The psychological toll may have manifested as a collective psychological breakdown. Despite the theories, no definitive answer has been found. The idea of an entire town dancing themselves to death remains both haunting and mysterious. It's not the only case of dancing mania in history either. Similar outbreaks were reported in Germany, Switzerland, and the Netherlands during the Middle Ages. But the 1518 incident remains the most infamous. Today, the dancing plague is often referenced as a warning about the power of the mind over the body, a reminder of how psychological stress can manifest in unexpected and deadly ways. It also serves as a cautionary tale about misunderstanding medical phenomena in the absence of scientific knowledge. Do you think the dancing plague was a case of mass hysteria, a result of a mysterious toxin, or something even more supernatural? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Number 6. The Wow Signal, a message from space. In the vastness of space, countless signals travel across the universe, many of them originating from natural cosmic phenomena. But on August 15, 1977, something truly extraordinary happened. A mysterious radio signal was detected from deep space that has puzzled scientists for decades. Known as the WOW signal, it remains one of the strongest pieces of evidence suggesting that we may not be alone in the universe. The signal was detected by the Big Ear Radio Telescope at Ohio State University during a search for extraterrestrial intelligence. The telescope was scanning the skies for radio signals that couldn't be explained by human-made sources or natural cosmic noise, and then it happened. A 72-second signal was picked up from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius. The signal was so unusual that it stood out from the background noise in a big way. When astronomer Jerry Amon reviewed the data, he was stunned. He circled the sequence of numbers and letters on the printout, which read 6EQUJ5, and wrote one word in the margin: "Wow." That single word became the name of the event, and the signal itself became a mystery that still hasn't been solved. What made the WOW signal so special? First, it was extremely powerful. Second, it had the characteristics of a narrow-band radio transmission, which means it came from a precise point in space rather than being spread out like natural cosmic radiation. Narrow-band signals are typically associated with human technology, like radio stations, which made it even more puzzling. The signal was unlike anything scientists had ever detected before. One of the most baffling aspects of the WOW signal is that it's never been detected again. Despite repeated attempts to find it, scientists have never picked up the same signal in that part of the sky. This raises the question, was it a one-time transmission from an extraterrestrial civilization? Or was it simply a natural cosmic event that we've failed to understand? Over the years, many theories have emerged. Some suggest it could have been a signal from a comet passing through the region of space. Others believe it might have been an alien transmission, possibly a greeting or an attempt at contact. But without more data, it's impossible to know for sure. The WOW signal has become a symbol of the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. It represents both hope and frustration, the hope that we're not alone in the universe, and the frustration of not having enough evidence to prove it. For many, it's a reminder of how vast and mysterious the universe is, and how much there is still to discover. Despite decades of advances in technology, the WOW signal remains unexplained. It's one of those rare moments when science brushes up against the unknown, leaving us with more questions than answers. Do you think the WOW signal was a message from extraterrestrial life, or was it just a random cosmic event? Share your theories in the comments below. 5. The Black Knight Satellite, a 13,000-year-old alien probe. High above Earth's atmosphere, countless satellites orbit our planet, providing us with communication, navigation, and weather data. But for decades, rumors have swirled about a mysterious, unidentified object orbiting Earth, an object that some believe is an ancient alien satellite. Known as the Black Knight Satellite, this enigmatic object has become one of the most persistent space-related conspiracy theories. The story of the Black Knight began in the late 1950s, when both American and Soviet scientists reported picking up strange radio signals coming from space. These signals didn't seem to match any known human-made satellites. Shortly after, an unidentified object was detected in polar orbit, a path around Earth that no human satellite at the time was capable of following. The mystery deepened in 1960, when the U.S. Department of Defense announced that a dark, unidentified object had been detected in Earth's orbit. It was initially dismissed as space debris, but that explanation didn't sit well with everyone. The object appeared to move intelligently, and its orbit didn't match the patterns of natural space debris. The name Black Knight was first used in 1963, when astronaut Gordon Cooper reported seeing a strange object during a space mission. His claim was dismissed by NASA, but it added fuel to the growing speculation that the object was not of human origin. conspiracy theorists began to suggest that the Black Knight could be an alien probe monitoring Earth for thousands of years. One of the most famous images of the Black Knight came from a 1998 space shuttle mission. During a routine mission to the International Space Station, NASA astronauts captured a photo of a strange black object floating in space. The image went viral, sparking renewed interest in the Black Knight theory. While NASA dismissed the object as a thermal blanket that had come loose, many were unconvinced. The shape of the object was too symmetrical, and its appearance seemed too deliberate to be random debris. Supporters of the Black Knight theory believe that it has been orbiting Earth for over 13,000 years. Some even claim that ancient cultures may have had contact with the satellite. They point to strange carvings and artifacts from ancient civilizations that resemble the object seen in space. Critics, however, argue that the Black Knight is simply a mix of space debris, misunderstood signals, and overactive imaginations. They point out that there is no solid evidence to prove that the object is an alien satellite. But despite the skepticism, the mystery endures. Whether it's an ancient alien probe, a lost piece of human-made equipment, or something else entirely, the Black Knight satellite remains unexplained. It challenges our understanding of space exploration and reminds us that there may be more to our cosmic neighborhood than we realize. Do you think the Black Knight satellite is evidence of ancient alien contact, or is it just another space conspiracy? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. 4. The mystery of the Greenland sharks, the world's oldest living vertebrates. Deep beneath the icy waters of the North Atlantic Ocean, a mysterious creature swims silently, undisturbed by the chaos of the surface world. Known as the Greenland shark, this elusive species holds a secret that has left scientists in awe. It may be the oldest living vertebrate on Earth. Some estimates suggest that these sharks can live for more than 500 years, making them not only a biological marvel, but also one of nature's greatest mysteries. Unlike the sleek and fast predators typically associated with sharks, the Greenland shark moves slowly and deliberately, gliding through the frigid waters at a pace that barely reaches 1 mile per hour. Their sluggish nature, combined with the extreme cold of their environment, is believed to play a significant role in their incredible longevity. However, how these creatures manage to survive for centuries remains a scientific puzzle. The mystery deepened when researchers began using radiocarbon dating on the eyes of these sharks. In 2016, scientists discovered that one female Greenland shark was at least 392 years old, and it's possible she was closer to 512 years old. This revelation sent shockwaves through the scientific community, raising questions about what other secrets the ocean might be hiding. Despite their long lives, very little is known about the Greenland shark's behavior. They live at depths of up to 7,200 feet, making them difficult to study. Scientists have observed them feeding on a variety of prey, including fish, squid, and even large marine mammals. Strangely, some Greenland sharks have been found with reindeer remains in their stomachs, leaving researchers to wonder how these Arctic creatures encountered land animals in the first place. The Greenland shark also has an unusual trait that adds to its mystique. Its flesh is toxic. If eaten without proper preparation, the shark's meat can cause severe intoxication in humans, leading to hallucinations and disorientation. This toxicity is due to a compound called trimethylamine oxide, which protects the shark's tissues from the extreme cold. In some Inuit cultures, the meat is fermented for months to neutralize the toxins before consumption, creating a dish called hakarl. One of the most puzzling aspects of the Greenland shark's life is its reproductive habits. These sharks reach sexual maturity at around 150 years of age, meaning that a Greenland shark born during the American Revolution would only now be able to reproduce. The slow pace of their life cycle has intrigued scientists, who believe it may hold the key to understanding human aging and longevity. The Greenland shark's ancient existence raises many questions. How do they live for so long without succumbing to disease or aging-related issues? Do they hold the secret to immortality in their genetic makeup? And what other deep-sea mysteries remain hidden in the frigid depths of the ocean? Despite advancements in technology and marine biology, the Greenland shark remains one of the least understood creatures on Earth. As scientists continue to unlock the mysteries of these ancient giants, one thing is clear: the ocean still holds secrets beyond our wildest imagination. Do you think the Greenland shark's incredible lifespan could help unlock the secrets of human longevity? Or is this creature destined to remain one of the ocean's greatest mysteries? Share your thoughts in the comments below. 3. The Dyatlov Pass Incident, a mystery frozen in time. Deep in the Ural Mountains of Russia, a group of 9 experienced hikers set off on an adventure that would end in one of the most bizarre and chilling mysteries of the 20th century. Known as the Dyatlov Pass Incident, this case has baffled investigators, historians, and conspiracy theorists for over 6 decades. What exactly happened to these hikers remains one of the most perplexing cold cases in history. In 1959, Igor Dyatlov and his team, consisting of 7 men and 2 women, embarked on a trek to Otorten Mountain, an area known for its harsh conditions. They were all seasoned mountaineers, fully prepared for the journey. However, something went terribly wrong on the night of February 1st, leading to the gruesome deaths of the entire group under mysterious and inexplicable circumstances. When a search party finally found their abandoned tent, they were immediately struck by how it had been ripped open from the inside, as if the hikers had fled in a panic. Even more bizarre, many of them were found without shoes or proper clothing, despite the freezing temperatures. Their bodies were scattered across the mountainside, some with severe injuries, including skull fractures, missing eyes, and even a missing tongue. The initial investigation ruled their deaths as caused by a compelling natural force. But the lack of clear evidence only fueled wild speculation. Some theories suggest an avalanche or severe weather conditions, while others point to more sinister possibilities, including military experiments, paranormal activity, or even an encounter with a Yeti-like creature. One of the strangest details is that some of the hikers' clothing tested positive for radioactive contamination. Additionally, eyewitnesses reported seeing strange orange lights in the sky around the time of the incident, leading to theories about UFOs or secret Soviet weapons tests. Yet, despite multiple investigations, no conclusive explanation has ever been found. In 2019, Russian officials reopened the case and concluded that the hikers likely died from a slab avalanche. But many experts and family members remain unconvinced. The lack of consistent evidence, coupled with the bizarre injuries and unexplained phenomena, has left this case shrouded in mystery and intrigue. The Dyatlov Pass incident has become a cultural legend, inspiring books, documentaries, and even movies. But for many, the question remains: what really happened that night? Was it a freak accident, or was there something far more sinister lurking in the mountains? Do you think the Dyatlov Pass hikers were victims of a natural disaster, or is there a more sinister explanation behind their tragic fate? Let us know your theories in the comments below. 2. The Mothman Sightings, a winged terror in West Virginia. In the small town of Point Pleasant, West Virginia, a series of bizarre sightings in the late 1960s sparked one of America's most enduring urban legends, the Mothman. Described as a large humanoid creature with glowing red eyes and enormous wings, the Mothman was said to soar through the night skies, leaving terror and confusion in its wake. The first reported sighting occurred on November 12, 1966, when a group of gravediggers saw a winged figure swooping over their heads. Just days later, 2 couples driving near an abandoned World War II TNT factory reported a similar creature following their car at speeds of over 100 miles per hour. They described it as standing over 6 feet tall, with a 10-foot wingspan and piercing red eyes that seemed to glow in the dark. As news of the Mothman spread, more residents came forward with eerie encounters. Some claimed to hear unexplained noises, while others found mysterious footprints near their homes. Panic set in as dozens of sightings were reported over the next year, and the creature became synonymous with fear and doom. The mystery took a darker turn on December 15, 1967, when the Silver Bridge, a suspension bridge connecting Point Pleasant to Ohio, collapsed without warning, killing 46 people. Many locals believed that the Mothman's appearances were an omen of impending disaster, tying the creature to tragedy and catastrophe. This theory gained traction when similar Mothman sightings were later reported in Chernobyl, Ukraine, before the 1986 nuclear disaster, and in New York City before the 9/11 attacks. Despite the terrifying descriptions, the true identity of the Mothman remains a mystery. Some believe it's an undiscovered cryptid, while others think it could be a mutant bird or even a government experiment gone wrong. Skeptics suggest that the Mothman legend is simply mass hysteria fueled by fear and folklore. But for those who've encountered the creature, the experience is all too real. The TNT area, where the Mothman was first spotted, is now a popular tourist destination, and the town of Point Pleasant holds an annual Mothman festival to celebrate the legend. But even today, some locals whisper that the creature still lurks in the shadows, waiting for the next disaster to strike. Do you think the Mothman is a real creature, a supernatural being, or just a case of mass hysteria? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Number 1. Time slips and the phantom time hypothesis. Did history just disappear? Imagine walking down a familiar street only to find yourself in another era, surrounded by horses and carriages, gas lamps, and people dressed in Victorian attire. Moments later, you blink, and everything returns to normal. These bizarre occurrences, known as time slips, have been reported by countless people across the globe, leaving both scientists and skeptics baffled. But what if time manipulation goes beyond individual experiences? What if entire chunks of history never actually happened? That's where the phantom time hypothesis comes in. Time slips are short-lived, surreal experiences where individuals claim to have traveled backward or forward in time. One of the most famous cases occurred in Liverpool, England in 1996, when a man named Frank stepped into a storefront only to find himself in the 1950s. He saw old-fashioned cars, people dressed in mid-century clothing, and stores that no longer existed. Startled, Frank walked away, but when he turned around, everything was back to normal. Modern cars, updated storefronts, and no sign of the past. Similar stories have emerged from Paris, New York, and even rural villages, where people suddenly find themselves in a different time period, only to return moments later. But time slips aren't the only strange phenomenon challenging our perception of chronology. Enter the phantom time hypothesis, proposed by German historian Heribert Illig in 1991. According to Illig, we may be living in the year 1728 instead of 2025. Why? He claims that 297 years of history, specifically between AD 614 and AD 911, never happened. He believes that Pope Sylvester II, Holy Roman Emperor Otto III, and Byzantine Emperor Constantine VII deliberately fabricated this period to align their reigns with the start of the first millennium. In other words, the early Middle Ages were completely made up. Critics of the phantom time hypothesis dismiss it as a conspiracy theory, pointing to archaeological evidence from those centuries. However, Illig argues that historical records from that era are shockingly sparse, and some key events, like the reign of Charlemagne, may have been exaggerated or fictionalized. He also points to inconsistencies in calendars, particularly the Julian to Gregorian calendar transition, which might explain why 297 years went missing. The idea of manipulated time raises profound questions about our understanding of history and reality itself. Are time slips glitches in the fabric of time, or simply hallucinations? Could entire centuries of human history be nothing more than an elaborate hoax? And if so, what else about our timeline could be a lie? Whether you believe in time slips or the phantom time hypothesis, there's no denying that the concept of time remains one of humanity's greatest mysteries. Could time itself be more malleable than we think? Do you think time slips are real? Or could they be psychological phenomena? And what about the phantom time hypothesis? Could centuries of history really have been fabricated? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And there you have it, 10 unexplained phenomena that challenge everything we thought we knew about time, space, and reality. From creepy cryptids to bizarre time slips and alien encounters, it's clear that our world is full of mysteries waiting to be uncovered. But the question remains, are these unexplained events just coincidences, myths, or misunderstandings? Or could there be something bigger at play? We want to know what you think, so drop your theories in the comments below. Also, let us know if you'd like us to do a part 2, because trust me, we've only scratched the surface of the world's strangest mysteries. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the bell icon for more mind-blowing content from 10 Spot Highlights. Thanks for watching, and remember, the truth is out there. See you next time. Thanks for watching 10 Spot Highlights, where the past, present, and future collide in our top 10 lists. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to join us on more fascinating adventures through time and mystery. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned. There's so much more to uncover in our next video. See you soon.